Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Lady channel. We return with the latest cryptocurrency news and commentary. We'll be discussing Ripple and XRP today. Okay, I want to quickly go over a few items before we get started, so let's do that. So, I've been looking at the XRP price chart, and what I found is incredibly surprising, especially when compared to our recent price action, which extends back to 2020 and 2021. Many people in the cryptocurrency community dislike XRP. They will criticize XRP. They will blurt out anything they can think of to say about XRP, but they will avoid the major issues. What are the major issues, then? Back in 2020 and 21, when a lawsuit was made public in the United States against the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) and many people lost confidence in XRP, many took to Twitter to spread nonsense. Furthermore, XRP has been delisted from several key exchanges, including Coinbase. A streak of over 1,600% was still completed. We started in March of 2020 and multiply by 16 from there. Now, yes, there are many initiatives that did much better in terms of percentage gained, but I just wanted to point out how impressive it is that a token managed a 16x despite all the odds being stacked against it. Now, consider this. Nothing is different from the way it is right now. In the same way, we remain unchanged. Many services continue to blacklist us, and negative comments about XRP continue to be widely disseminated. But, you know what? Ripple trade volume is dependent upon desire. The volume of XRP-based liquidity is growing quickly. Every day, we observe key developments and monitor price action. Take a look at how far XRP has fluctuated recently. If and when this fails. And I also want you to know that, well, you'll never imagine. We could be looking at an XRP price of $5 or more if the same percentage surge is repeated. Keep in mind that the $5 is contingent on our continuing this streak. Now, I don't like to use identical percentages, but what I'm trying to say is that I believe this run here in 2020 and 2021 was highly stifled. I don't think this $5 XRP is just our primary focus point, and I'd love to see what XRP can do once the chains are broken and XRP is truly unleashed. I don't think that's where XRP will stay for very long. I think XRP could reach $8, $13, and possibly even $20, which is almost $7. This, up here, seems dubious, doesn't it? The degree of fear of missing out is a crucial factor. However, I believe that the sweet spot is between $8 and $14 almost dollars on XRP. As for my price range, it has always been $10, $15. That too seems like a flawless move to me. However, this is the primary focus of our efforts. And what do you know? If that happens, it will be near the lows of our range. The price of XRP could increase by anywhere from 2,000% to nearly 4,500%. Let's discuss a few issues now. 1. Is that a promise? No way, no how. 2. Am I planning to cash out before these targets are reached? 100%. However, I also have a container of urine that I have no intention of selling. I think it's a good idea for everyone to stash away some XRP they won't use. Since, hey, did you know that? Tokens like XRP and the solution developed by Ripple for use with XRP are well known in the financial industry. That is absolutely, without a doubt, the best possible scenario for realizing our financial goals. The financial sector is ripe for disruption, and the efficiencies that must be present could be readily met by using a solution like the one Ripple has developed with XRP on demand. I believe the potential, power, and value of liquidity are genuinely boundless because of its vast and limitless use case. Even $5, I will say $5 should also make you extremely happy because I think that is a number that is, pretty exciting for most people because first off, we get the break of the all-time high, and secondly, I think that is a number that is pretty exciting for most people because first, we get the break of the all-time high. We finally reach $5, and $5 is ideal if you've been saving up in this area or even further back. However, I have sworn to myself that I will never part with the XRP in my possession. Now that we know that, let's examine a few items. First things first, I see that Lorish has quoted Coinbase over there. We realize that for many years, this has been our sole topic of conversation. And sadly, it's still acceptable to stereotype us as gullible dorks. Amazingly, Ripple has been focusing on this specific issue for 10 years. Let's finish this up already. Coinbase's success in undermining their main rival's technological advantage is reflected in the fact that the company is now promoting this. Some promote ultrasound deflationary money while others discuss the rule of energy stored in value. Simple, instant, and low-cost cross-border transfers have always been where the real disruption lies, and we've always had the humility to recognize this. That, indeed, is the honest reality. Coinbase is making a big issue out of this, as if it were unreasonable to expect international money transfers to be cheap. Sending cryptocurrency to anyone, anywhere is quick, inexpensive, and easy. The current setup needs to be modernized. It's amazing how long we've been discussing this. The XRP community has been discussing this for a long time, and now we have Coinbase, where XRP is still unsupported. You'd assume they'd put their differences aside and agree, hey, maybe we should release XRP. But no, they clearly want to go head-to-head with XRP now. This seems completely insane. In addition, as we can see from Coinbase, the United States as a whole spends over $12 billion annually on fees associated with foreign money transfers, despite the fact that the process is painfully slow and expensive. Financial support for loved ones living overseas can be reduced by 96% thanks to the speed and low cost of crypto transfers. I don't get why, all of a sudden, Coinbase is running this huge ad campaign, but they still have XRP delisted. However, I will state that the release of XRP on Coinbase is completely irrelevant to me. I know. How ludicrous. However, upon reflection, we have made such great strides even without Coinbase and without these networks that continue to mock the use case. What's more, though, they are reluctant to give up the ticket. Now, too, crypto companies are relocating overseas due to regulatory uncertainty at home. I've been meaning to discuss this issue in the United States, so I've brought it up again. So one thing is that we have a lot of people thinking that the SEC and the US matters greatly at a time where we do see the US dollar on the brink, and I say on the brink of collapse. I question on if the US does matter at all right now in the world of finance, when so many nations are pulling away from the US dollar and they are accepting crypto, and they are actually embracing crypto, and we see these hubs coming up that, they want to become major crypto hubs. In other words, it's on all. Why going to get worse from here on out? Moreover, I believe that the United States is currently at a tipping point where it must choose between embracing technology or falling behind. And many folks have made it sound like it's all part of some elaborate scheme, which raises serious doubts. Right. But I wonder if this is really a giant step towards something much sinister. And Kim.com did write a few updates. He started off by referencing a CoinDesk story and declaring that the US government is actively working to eliminate cryptocurrency at this time. Yes. At first glance and after considering a few factors, the United States may appear determined to eradicate cryptography. Herein lies the reality of every motivation. We agree that the crypto community requires a clearer picture of why the United States government is so intent on eradicating private crypto. Consider that. Code that is not backed by any nation state. The emphasis should be on creating instruments that don't require a prison sentence and on getting them used by the masses. Leave Lightning Network in the dust. One can easily aim at it. Battles in the blockchain sphere. Prepare for battle. Keeping this in mind, I think you'll agree that high-quality utility tokens are essential to the widespread use of cryptocurrencies and their explosive rise in market capitalization. But beyond this, there is a much darker battle going on, and it is for control of the government. Ripple and XRP were singled out because they sought to address a far more extensive use case than their competitors. We were trying to change the status quo of the time. Bankers and the upper class control that. Well, you know what happens when you pursue goals like that, right? You've just made yourself an easy target. I wonder what the next big step will be for the US government, especially in light of recent developments in the financial system and their apparent focus on cryptocurrencies. The targeting of trades continues to be a problem. And what do you know? Those are the pathways to cryptography. When you close off highways, therefore, You know what? Who gets to enter this building? That's why I've been debating whether or not to sell some of my possessions. And XRP is an asset that I just don't feel confident selling because I believe that the long-term path, when we are eyeing a lot of these big innovations happening around crypto, is positive. XRP is unique. No, it's just different. Furthermore, I believe that the value associated with XRP is artificially low. At those prices, people probably think, well, I don't need to hold XRP any longer. What we really want to know is, where will you invest your XRP proceeds? The currency used in the United States. Do you have your eyes close to the state of the US dollar? I mean, we've been examining a few recent events in the US, and that's why I wonder, and I saw this message earlier like a ripple of random thought. Even if it seems like we'll win the case, if the SEC proclaims extra security alongside other coins, it won't matter. They are the sole representatives of the United States. This is taking place as countries around the globe begin to shift away from the dollar, so their viewpoint is increasingly irrelevant. I saw this tweet, gave it some consideration, and concluded, yes, this is the truth. Just like how I mentioned a few BRICS-related developments just now. You know what? As its relationship with the United States weakens under Biden, Mexico is now contemplating joining BRICS. In fact, I went so far as to say that the pattern persists day after day. The hegemonic status of the US currency continues to decline. Anyone who disputes this has either not been paying heed over the past year or is in denial. Every single occurrence has been a defiance of a US-dominated financial tool. This is why the ongoing crypto war in the United States signifies next to nothing unless you are actively trading into the US dollar. Nick, if you decide to sell your crypto assets, a number of people have been asking me where I plan to list them for sale. Consider the following: what, if anything, I would trade in order to acquire gold bullion immediately? Actual silver. But I also believe that there is a sizable portion of my holdings that I am not comfortable relinquishing. Especially if my crypto-related vision is correct. Because there aren't 1 billion crypto consumers just yet. In terms of the future of this industry, we have only just begun to explore its potential. So, in my opinion, it's still quite early. Perhaps it's not the case that we're so incredibly ahead of the curve with Bitcoin. If anyone was going to get rich off of Bitcoin, it was those individuals who created it. But I don't believe XRP has arrived there just yet. In my opinion, we haven't arrived yet. XLMs. These utility tokens, developed by Casper Algorand ET, will usher in a new era of billions of dollars for the market. We are on the cusp of a major reshaping of the monetary system, and this is because, when you take a step back and look at what's occurring around the world of finance and the global economy, and the U.S. currency is at the center of it all. Finally, I wish you all a good time watching this video. Leave a like and turn on notifications if you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye.